Today I'm going to do a Scratchboard demonstration. The Scratchboard I'll be using is 5 inches by 7 inches by 1/8 inch thick. The clay board is ampersand brand. It has a smooth, absorbent, ground white clay coated with black India ink. The white clay appears as the ink is scratched off. You can see here. This is a drawing I will be transferring onto the Scratchboard. I got the design from this painting my son Peter III did. Most of the Scratchboard art I've seen are animals with fur. I thought I would do something different. I think this will be a fun video. I have drawn 2 lines where I will crease and fold the top of the sheet. The first line is 7 inches above the bottom of the sheet. Your drawing should be positioned between the first line and the bottom of the sheet. I will draw the second line 1/8 above the first line and fold on each line. I will wrap the folded top of the drawing over the top of the Scratchboard and tape it to the Scratchboard. This way, as I work tracing it, I will be able to flip it and check without moving the position. What I'll do now is I'll add a piece of transfer paper between the drawing and the Scratchboard. The one I've bought here comes in a roll. The piece I cut is 5 inches by 7 inches, the same size as the Scratchboard. I need to make sure I have this facing in the proper direction. What I'll do is I'll do a small test. As we can see, it did transfer. Now, as I start transferring my drawing, I will use a red pencil. This way I can tell where I have gone over the black line, because if I use a black pencil I will not be able to tell. This is pretty much what it looks like. I finished tracing the image onto the Scratchboard. Any scratches made accidentally can be covered with a marker. It's easy to get fingerprints on the Scratchboard. When finished, I will seal the finished artwork to eliminate fingerprints and shiny ink marks, and to frame it without glass. I like using a satin art spray. Of course, you can use any brand you like. I will now start scratching my design into the Scratchboard. This scratch art knife is the tool I will be using. You can remove the knife. There are other styles that will fit this handle. There are also many other tools you can use, but I prefer this one here. I want to give the lines on the design that I have here on the tracing a little bit of width, because when I go to do the texture on the pumpkin skin, they will be finer lines. So I want the lines I'm showing now to stand out more. I will continue off camera. I finished scratching over the tracing. I will give the skin on the pumpkin shell some texture by covering it with light scratches. I will finish doing this off camera. I'm done with the scratching. I also sprayed the piece with a satin fixative. The fixative covered the fingerprints and ink marks not wanted. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.